Hey everyone, and welcome back to the bench. Yes, it's a new week. It is Monday. Oh my gosh, Buck, what are you doing? You never record your intro until like you get stuff done. I know, I'm working on getting that fixed. But hey, yes, it is a new week, and I have two hopefully very quick builds, as you saw in the beginning of the video. Yes, the good term used by a fellow builder, the Piker Prize. Yes, I'm working on that, and that will be lighted. And I'm also working on a Rebel 148 scale P51B Mustang. And I will not go real in-depth unboxing because I'm pretty sure you guys have seen so many of these that I'll just show you what I started getting done and getting into the build. But with that, I also got quite a few things. I did something to help my wife's business out. She's working on creating her own sewing line, so she does stuff, and because she had to take an early retirement or an opt-out from her job with Delta, because there was no guarantee that if she did go back to work when she was supposed to, that they weren't going to actually keep her. And if they actually just said, hey, sorry, we don't need you, bye, then there was no severance, no nothing. So she took the opt-out on that. But I'm trying to help her get a business with that, because I haven't been able to, because I'm not allowed to work and I'm pretty well medically retired. I cashed in some of my 401k to help her with that. And the thing about me getting to help her with that, I got to get stuff. So yes, we got great stuff coming in, and I cannot wait to show you what I got in the mail. And it'll probably be all throughout the week. So great, mail call. So that's coming up, and then yeah, then the build. So with that, guys, if you are new to the channel, please click on the subscribe button, click on the little bell, and every time I upload, you will be notified. And as always, guys, if you got a comment, a question, or a technique, or just, hey, Buck, really dang cool, please leave it in the comment section. I usually respond within 12 to 24 hours. And with that, guys, let's get to the bench. As the intro said, it is mail call, and yes, it is still Monday. Gonna get some things done, but I've been getting some stuff in the email. First, I want to show you, I got a new bottle. Let me zoom out there a little. Oh, zoom out. Got a new bottle in to do that, and I like it because it's got a filter, and yeah. But the other thing I got a new airbrush. I got a trigger airbrush. Now the great thing about this, and I will show you guys when I start using the other parts, is I got a big flat kind of fan piece to do the bigger sprays, and then narrows. And great thing is I control air pressure through this, and I got a bigger tank, and I will share that with you guys when I get going with that. But yeah, I'm gonna learn how to do this. I think I'm gonna try this. So I've been wanting one. So yay! The other thing I did get, let me see if I can. Oh, there we go. Where are you? Okay, let me get my head out of the way. And I actually finally went and got new filters for my spray booth. Yay. And yeah, much needed, and crazy camera work. Very much needed, so please forgive me, guys, about that crappy camera work I just did. But hey, you know, this is a great thing. You know, because I'm trying to build my business too, and I want, I'd like to do commission builds, but I'm also going to do just straight up builds. I have a lot of kits that I need to get done, and you know, if somebody else is going to enjoy them, yes, I will gladly sell them. I will build them and sell them for you. But with that, yeah, I got that, and I got lights coming in that I need to do I need replacement, and I got a lot of replacement stuff coming in. But something else I'm going to try that I got is InstaSet for the CA. And trust me, guys, I've never tried it before, but I've been hearing great things about it, so I'm going to give it a shot. But with that, let me get things brought to the table and show you what we're working on this week. Alright guys, so here's the P51B. I've already started to get some of the pre-building done, like the fins and the wings. But the one thing I gotta say, I've built a lot of Rebel models, and we all have that hate-love relationship with Rebel. But I gotta say, on this kit, the detail work is really good, showing the rivet lines for the metal paneling and all that. I like that. The only thing I don't like is I wish they would have, when they did this, that they would have making the, where the engine is a little bit more realistic like it is on the plane. But hey, I'm not going to pick too much about it, because yes, I'm going to have it in a landed, you know, in a wheels down position, and I'm going to show that. But yeah, it's really great artwork. So there's going to be, I can do a lot of detail work with this. But like I said, usually the first things I do is get some things, you know, some pre-building done, so I can do sand work and seam work that I need to. Yep, that's my phone. So I can get, you know, like here on these, you know, get the seam work done, and then yes, I'm going to actually figure out how I'm going to do these weapons, because that's the funny thing is they make a spot for them on this kit, but they don't even supply them, and they don't even supply the drop anchors for the drop tanks. But hey, it is what it is. So with that, guys, let me get to the next build I'm going to be doing too. Okay, and I don't think this girl needs any introductions, but yes, I will give the introductions. This is the, like I said, great term by a fellow model builder, a good friend, I hope. I consider him a friend because he helped, you know, I watched all his videos get me back in this, and I really like what he does. But, so he calls this the Piker Prize, and yeah, so, but it's the Enterprise from Discovery. So as you can see, I've already got all the paint blanking done that I'm going to do. I've already taken care of some painting on the clear pieces, like at the front of the nacelles and the sides of the nacelles. But here's the great thing is, I know Ralph at Tinted Controls has come out with the board, but before he did that, I bought this board, and it's from a company that he acquired, and I'm sorry the name escapes me right now, but I will bring it to you. But I've had these boards for a while because I was going to use them in one of the big builds, which I've dropped a hint, and I will be sharing with you soon. But I got these boards thinking I was going to do that, and then like I said, I wasn't ready and I didn't feel prepared enough, so I'm going to use them in the Piker Prize so I can take care of the navigation and strobe and the interior lighting. I'm not going to be doing a whole different bunch of functions with this one. I'm just going to, basically, it turns on and turns off. I did get the lighting kit from Polar Lights, and I got to say, guys, the only really thing I like about it is the motors. I've never got to do that, so I can't wait to get to do that. But other than that, there's a lot of things that I'm going to do with my own stuff. And yes, guys, before Lou got the masks all figured out and taken care of, even before he even started that build, I had bought these because, you know, I didn't know. And like Lou at Aztec Dummy, I'd really rather paint this, but because I already spent the money on this, I'm going to do this, but I will go with that with you guys. But here's the other thing I'm trying, and I'm going to practice on the smaller kit before I get to a much bigger kit, is Rylith lighting, if I say that right. If I don't, I'm sorry, guys. But I'm trying it out, and I thought, what better place to try than on a smaller kit. So if I don't like what it did, I can either fix it or I just say the heck with it. So basically, this is what the kit's molded in, is this very darker plastic. And yes, I've already cut all, because this is a ready for light kit, I cut off a lot of where they were putting the 5mm bulbs. I have a better idea. But this Rylith lighting is, because when you get lighting through, like here, you see on the show and on the artwork and everything, it really penetrates out here, but we all know that sometimes the bulbs don't do that. So, show you what I'm hoping it's going to do, even when I get, oh, wrong phone, and when I get the new phone, or new stuff. So, got that painted, and with the light, it does that, even when I, okay, hold on, let me turn this on. So even with the painting I'm going to do on the outside and everything, but with the light, it's going to do that. It's going to help light up that decal in that area. And one of the things I'm going to do is, yes, I'm going to take and soften this area down so it doesn't have such a hard edge. So yeah, and yes, I got it for the top and for the nacelles. And yes, like I said, I've done wallpapering decals before. I did that on the Enterprise D that I built, and it's in my video logs if you want to see on that. But I'm going to give it a shot. And like I said, this is not going to be the last one I build of the Discovery Enterprise. I'm going to go further. And like I said, I love his work so much. I did get the window masks for the kit. So, yay. But right there, guys, I'm not going to do another step-by-step build video until I get onto the big project that I keep hitting at, guys. But I will, like I said, I'll keep showing you different steps that I do and what I've done and explain a little bit as I get stuff getting put together. So with that, guys, I'm going to get to work, and I'll come back when I get some more done. Alright, so doing a little playing around while I'm getting things worked and the new airbrush, right? So the trigger's great. I mean, you can do a lot of things, and then you can take away pressure right here, as you can see, and then you can control the trigger. Now the thing is, because I've always used that other one, I'm having to relearn how to do this again, almost, because I can do that, which is great, but if I want to do lines, I gotta do that. But this is really, really cool, so I'm excited, and yes, I'll have to relearn a little bit, but hey, because what I'm trying to do, like I said, is I want to shade these in, and I don't want to make sure there's too much. I'm just trying to get those edges gone. Kind of like so. And put you back there for a second. Turn you off. And we'll turn this one on, and there we go. So it doesn't look as sharp, so it's really good. That's kind of what I'm looking for. So I wanted to share that with you guys, and forget the blinding. And as I get more going, I will share. So I'll see you guys when I get more done. Well, good evening, guys, and got all the windows in. So yay. So next thing I'm going to start working on is getting what lights I do have ready, get some plans out on that, but yeah, these things are crazy. And yes, there's overspray right there, but that's okay because I'll fix that. But when I go to actually paint this. So, there's where we're at. Yes, in the nacelles. Yeah, forgive the overspray from getting it down, but yep. So there's that. And the one thing I am going to do, except for the navigation lights, is I'm going to try, is with the clear parts, I'm just go ahead and painting it the color, clear red or clear blue. Or what I did for the Buster Domes was clear red and clear orange. I did a mixture that I like come together. The only thing that's going to be different is the navigations. Other than that, this whole thing is going to be pretty well all white, and that's going to be good because as small as she is, I don't want to have to do light boxes or anything trying to block certain things. But also with this, the clear pieces, if you're doing the lighting, either when you do the lighting, especially if you use tenant controls, because he'll give you, you know, if you get the whole thing where you order the glass, you know, the LEDs and everything. What I did was I cut off, because on these window pieces here, where all the navigation lighting goes and the strobe lighting, it actually, the glass piece it also fits the clear piece for the marker here and on the saucer. on the top of the saucer. So I just trim those down so I can, you know, do the bulb right there, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So if you're going to do lighting like I am, definitely make sure you get these trimmed out. And then, yeah. Yeah, so that's where we're at. Gonna let this stuff dry and get ready to go make dinner because it's my turn. And we'll go from there. So I will see you guys when I come back. Well, good morning, and it is Tuesday and back to work. I haven't got any more done on the P51 yet because I've been trying to get all my lighting taken care of. I got one extra piece coming in the mail today, cross my fingers, and I think you're going to enjoy it when I get that done. And yeah, so I want to finish getting, I've already got all the LEDs in place, and then I got to put down my LED tape, light tape. But one thing I forgot to mention on this old board I got, because I was putting my resistors on all these, and I got reading the instructions again. Of course, I had to go through a couple boxes to remember where I put them, but this board already has resistors on it, so that's a good thing. So, great thing about this old board I'm getting ready to use. So, I've got everything wired, and the instructions say you don't have to solder or do anything to hold it, but from what I've done before, I want to make sure these connections decide not to go anywhere, so I'm going to get them just a little bit of light solder and keep them in place. Let me show you real quick so the bulb I do have hooked up, and it's just a white one, is the marker light. That's the red and green. So turn this off, put some power to it. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Can't wait to see what they all look like, but that's what I'm doing right now. And when I go to do some more on the P51, I will, and when I get more done here, I will share with you guys. So, well, good afternoon, and yes, took the wife out for a great lunch. We do it every week, and the messiness of my desk, but hey, mail call. So, what did I get? We'll do that, and get rid of you. So I had to resupply on some things, and let's see if I can zoom in here for you. So I got some more 1.8 LEDs. I got white, and I got 1.5s white. And the 1.5s, if you go back to my videos, they work really awesome, and I might actually have to use these. We'll see. So I had to resupply, and then I got red 1.8s, I got green, blue 1.8s, and yeah. Then I got some SM&Ds, those lovely little buggers. Like I said, I'm just restocking, and there's that. Then I got green 1.5s, and they're called butterfly LEDs, so they work really great in tight spaces. And I'll explain if I have to do that. Got some more power connect, mils, and I got red on the SMDs. Also, I've had this kit for a couple of years, and when I get ready, I'm going to try it after a couple of other builds, but it's my cutaway TOS Enterprise. So, and yes, I will be lighting that one, so there's that. Also, move around, I got this great guy. It's an LED tester. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes my light box or my LED box is full of quite a few loose LEDs, so I want to make sure so I didn't have to resistor it and wire it all up and turn on the power. I decided to buy this. So yay, now I can test these and make sure I have the right color when needed. I probably should have had this a few years ago, but hey, I got it now. So, with that, I didn't get what I thought was going to be a mail call today, and I will share with you. There is a resin bridge for the Piker Enterprise. And I went ahead and got it because I want to, you know, help share that. But I thought it was going to come in today, but it hasn't. So I'm still going to finish up the lighting and get that done. But what I said about the 1.5s is I might actually have to use them here on where these 1.8s are. I'm going to test fit it and see, and if it doesn't work, then yeah, I'll change them. But so yeah, so what I'm going to finish doing is get everything finished on the saucer except for the bridge, so I can test fit and see if I got to change the lights. So when I do that, I'll let you know. Stay tuned. One more quick little tip: if you do paint blocking and you're doing rattle can spray paints, one thing you might want to do is after everything is dry, go back with your X-Acto knife and clean out the female ends. It's going to save you a lot of headache and a lot of trouble. Because I've forgotten to do it one time and I broke every post, and it was a pain in the butt to get this thing sitting right. So make sure when you do the light blocking, after your final coat and everything is dried, go back through and clear these out a little bit. And it will save you a gracious headache. Trust me. I've had quite a few because I keep forgetting, oh, I need to clean that out. So with that, guys, I'm going to get back to work and I'll be back. Well, happy Wednesday morning and back to work, and the inevitable thought I was doing okay, because I was. I got a lot of the lighting done and set up, and then I went to put it to the board, and like I said, I got this board years ago, about 4 or 5 years ago, from Madman Lighting, which is now Tina Controls runs and owns. But this board, like I said, I thought it was cool. It's a small board. It's supposed to do a lot of things. But the problem with this board, and why I fell in love and am adamant, if you want to do lighting and stuff, go through Ralph or go through Tina Controls. So with this board, it does a lot of great things. It does the strobe, it does the navigation flashing, and it does keep things on. But the thing I forgot, and why I don't use the board much, or really ever did, was because I found with Tina Controls, I can, so let's say, I got these three, stay on light, interior hall lighting, and then I connect it to the interior lighting that I got on the top of the saucer, and to the interior lighting that I got on the secondary, and it all light up. But with this old board, you have to run each light. So let's say this is considered one lighting, and I have to run a wire, and connect it to this. Then the top, I have to run another thing and connect it to this. And then I have to run, for the navigation, I have to run each. I can't series them together and have it all run on the same circuit. So what I did is I do what I do. I jumped, I yelled, I screamed, I cussed, and then I went, and because Ralph at Tina Controls, they actually designed and have a awesome new board for this ship. I decided to go ahead and get that so I can do the build justice and yay, and the frustration. So I can run everything like it should be done. Not I have to hook this one up to the board, I have to hook this one up to the board, then I have to hook this one to the board, then I have to hook the top to the board. Yeah, craziness. So with that, guys, I'm going to get things cleaned up, and I am going to work on the P51 because, like I said, I got some extra things besides the board coming from Tina. I do have a new, like I said, I have a resin printed bridge for this, so we'll take care of that big. Oh my God, I can see down in the bottom of the ship, so I don't have to frost it. But I'm going to get this cleaned up and get started work on the P51, and when I come back, I'll show you what I'm doing with it. So, on to the P51 for now, like I said. So like I said, I did a lot of pre-building, and now what I'm doing is I'm getting ready to apply putty to the seams that I want to get taken care of, and I mask it off to not only save the detail that's been molded in this kit, but that way I'm not, like if I just did this, sorry about the phone, if I just left it like this, then I'd get putty up here, and I don't want to do that. And I've used this technique a lot when I do seam lines. It definitely saves some time. Also, I need to do some seam work on here, and there's a beautiful, beautiful engine that I will take care of, and the exhaust and all the other little bits and ends. But I want to finish getting things sanded and getting things masked off so I can get the fun stuff done, the putty, and then take care of other things like the tires and other little, sometimes you might not notice them in the build, but I like to try to go as far as I can, even if it doesn't get noticed. Sometimes I don't do certain things because I know it's not going to be seen, but then there are other times I do it because I know it's not there, that I didn't get it finished, so I want to get it done. So I'm going to finish doing these. And the other great thing about when you do this masking is if you pre-sand it like I've done, trying to sand everything down as even as it can be before I add the putty to see what I need to do, you'll also find that while you thought it was flat, it might not be flat. So it's a great idea because it can tell you those parts that you missed getting a better sand job on. So, like I said, guys, off to putty I go. Well, welcome back, guys. Got some stuff done. And I know I said I wasn't going to do much, but I decided to go ahead and get more lighting done in preparation of the board coming. So the cells are good to go, except for the board for the bussard. And then I did, if I can find it, here we go. Then I also, and I've already checked it, I also went ahead and lighted up the secondary hull. Now, I've tried it, and the best way I found for this to work, to get the neck, is go this way. And you don't need a whole lot of lighting. So what I got going on here is going to light both sides. And then I do have the marker lights. So that is there. And I also went ahead, I went and got more done with the P51. Like I said, I showed you, I had everything marked off and done. Now check that out, guys. Let's see if I can get it close enough. That's what you want to find, is hardly, is that smooth line like a wing. You don't want to see that seam line. And there, now I do have a couple of touch-ups to do with sanding, not much, but yeah, just a little bit, like right here on the bottom of this. I need to sand that a little bit better. But that is pretty much it right there. So this is ready to start getting the next round of paint. And I am waiting on, I went ahead and dropped the ball, or, you know, dropped some money, or pulled the trigger, and I got the Vallejo metallizer paints, the acrylic metallizers. So I cannot wait to try it, but I got everything pretty well primed and ready to go. And those wheels, got to do some more sanding on those. But so the next part is, I'm going to start working on painting and like get the engine squared away and all that, and some things that I can do while I'm waiting on certain things. Like I really would love just to get this wing done and then put her to the side until it's time to put her into the plane. Now I'm gonna have to work on the seam lines with this, because even here, you guys, you can tell when I go to put it on, there is definitely some seam work needs to be done. But I can get a lot done with this and then just touch up the paints when it's time. As you kind of tell, you can see a pretty good gap right there, and I'll deal with that when it's time. Or I'm going to put it all together and get everything sanded down and ready to go for this. I haven't decided yet. But the first thing I'm going to do is get the wheel stuff done and get this painted and ready for the cockpit once I get everything done. Get this finished, do some more, a little bit more sanding, and get this painted and get the side panels for this painted. Now, I'm not overly thrilled with these panels, but I mean, I know enough, I've researched enough, and I can do enough to make it look outstanding. But yeah, the detail is there to a point, so that's going to be the next thing, and I have to paint this and then paint all this. But that's where we're at, guys. And then I did do some painting, or priming on things, so that's where we're at. So I'm going to get back to work, and I'll show you when I get more done. Well, happy Friday. It is almost the weekend, but hey, I got a little bit more mail call yesterday. I didn't get much done on the kit because I was helping my wife do something, but I did, because of the way I want to paint the P51. I do use all-clad metal paints, but it's getting cooler and I can't go outside to do it. And so I tried the T.B.I chrome and aluminum and on the Impala, and it turned out well, but it didn't turn out that like, oh my god, this is very smooth, very cool. So I went and I got the metallic Vallejo metal paints. So I cannot wait to use these. I'm still waiting on their airbrush thinner for their paints. I mean, I've tried with the T.B.I thinner, but it works, but it's like, I don't know. So I'm going to give theirs one a shot. So when I use it, I use their thinner with their paint. So, and went ahead, and this morning I've already applied some plastic putty around these seams on the nose, the propeller gear, and let that dry, and then I'll take that down a bit. But I'm going to work on getting some painting done and that. And yes, here is the decal sheet for the P51. So I'm going to go with the Berlin Express right here. But these go on the propeller gear and the nose, but I've never had luck with these. They look really bad, or they just don't do what I want to do. So I'm going to go and cut these down a little bit, and then I'm going to create a mask with my masking tape to do these paints on the actual plane, so it looks better. So with that, guys, I'm going to get to work, and I'll see you when I get more done. Well, welcome back, guys. Got pre-shading started, and what I needed to be black, and I'll mask it off after this gets a little bit drier, but I got this in the mail today. Check it out, guys. Awesome. So I can do a little bit more work on the Enterprise. Yay. So this is going to be really cool. So yeah, that's where we're at. So once this gets pretty decent dry, which it is, I'm going to mask off the wheel, paint those red, and mask off the black, and start doing the seat, because according to Rebel's instructions, it is supposed to be zinc chromite for pretty much everything, which, yeah, we'll see. Again, guys, you don't have to paint the way they really want you to, but you can do what you want. So, hey, there we go. So, I'm going to keep getting to work and getting some more painting done, and I'll let you guys know when I get quite a bit of it done. So, see you in a bit. Well, good afternoon, and getting a little bit of work done. So, I've got the engine, and I'm starting to get a little bit of, I got color on it. Now I'm just kind of dirtying it up. Same with the inside of the cockpit controls. I haven't done any real detail to it yet. the pilot's chair, which is, yeah, that. Then I got more in the engine compartment, and the wheel wells, the doors done. Like I said, I got some of that done. Then I started doing a little bitty detail on the battery box that's going to be in the back, and then yeah. So actually now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, all except for the chair, I'm going to tape down the doors so I can just seal the paint on here and get a little bit of weathering done. But yeah, so, oh yes, and the tires. So I need to get those sealed up before I do a little bit more weathering so I don't go crazy with the paint. But yes, also getting the bridge done. I hope to get this put in today, but yeah, going ahead and I'm going to pull off the tape because pretty much now everything is going to be brushed that I got to do. But yeah, looks cool. Not going to be a lot of great detail to it, but I am going to add what detail I can with the brush. Like, you know, the consoles are red and then the railings are red, and then try to color up the turbo lift and get there. But like I said, hopefully I get, you know, as this dry, it gets a little bit more dry, I can go ahead and start doing those and I can share with you guys. The thing I was hoping to get most everything done is at least start getting some of the plane put together, but as it is, guys, you know how it goes. I'm still waiting on some stuff to help finish up the cockpit, but I'm just working on the pieces I can. But what I really want to try to get going on is this, get some more done with it. So with that, guys, before I end for the day, I will come back and share what I've done. So see you in a bit. Alright, I had to do some more painting on the bridge, so I'm still having to wait for this to dry, so I'm not going to get to show you the cool of that yet. But I did get ahead and start getting work done on the propellers, and I got starting to get the aging up on the engine a bit. Still more I want to do to it, and the wheels. So with that, guys, I got to go take, well, I don't got to go, my wife's going to go, but my son has a day off, so I'm going to call it a day on the bench and go hang out with him a little bit now that school is over for the week. But I will be back next week and we'll see where we get to go. Sorry, nothing really flashy for the end of the week. I usually like to try to show you something. I was hoping to be more done with the Discovery Enterprise, the Piker Prize than I am. But hey, it happens. So with that, guys, have a great weekend. Have an awesome week. And I'll see you next week on the bench.